America has opened her arms to those who dreamed of a better life, in search of opportunity, equality, and freedom. And so it is in this proud tradition that America once again welcomes her newest aliens.
Ned?
Coneheads.
They're from another planet?
That theory has been advanced.
I'm ready to suck back a cold one.
Welcome to the United States.
And so the saga begins of a family unlike any you've ever known.
And open wider.
Their name will live in history.
Very sorry, Mr. Conehead.
Conehead? Thy name is Conehead?
Coneheads. They have come from the cold, far reaches of space.
Roger, TACOM.
Unidentified aircraft.
To conquer our world.
Request permission to fire.
And to enslave our people forevermore.
He's disappeared.
That is, until the ballsack hit the spinning Crinor.
Greetings. I seek a techno-industrial complex where I might obtain 2 or 3 semnuts of platinum paste.
This time of night, huh?
This is the story of 2 aliens, Beldar and Primat.
You're scrubbed good. I have re-radiated leftover starch discs.
Ah, pizza. I will enjoy it.
Do not sear the top of your neck hole.
For them, it was a chance to build a new dream.
Where are you from?
From France. I come from France.
It was a chance to settle into the neighborhood, make a home for themselves.
We will ignite our new flame pit and char some mammal flesh for you.
And start a new family.
I am with cold.
You? I? A young one?
But they never lost their appetite for life.
Wow! My mom's the only other woman I've ever known who could take a sandwich like that.
Or their passion for each other.
Let us suppose for some reason my life function ceased. What would you do?
I would incinerate your carcass in the tradition of Obadiah the Obtuse and put it in a clean, dry place.
This summer, Paramount Pictures proudly presents a motion picture
These are great seats.
that's heads above the rest. Dan Aykroyd,
It is as if you have seized me at the base of my snarklies.
Jane Curtin,
Tang, the drink the astronauts took to the moon.
Astronauts to the moon.
Coneheads.
Are they from another planet?
If they're not, we should nuke France right away.
Paramount Pictures proudly announces a world event. The premiere of an epic motion picture. The arrival of a family unlike any you've ever known. Coneheads, coming to your neighborhood this summer. Starts Friday, July 23rd at theaters everywhere. Paramount Pictures proudly announces a world event. The premiere of an epic motion picture. The arrival of a family unlike any you've ever known. Coneheads, coming to your neighborhood this summer. Starts Friday, July 23rd at theaters everywhere.
What is a 7-letter word for a tomb in ancient Egypt, which is a quadrilateral masonry mass having smooth, steeply sloping sides meeting at an apex?
A flindar.
Well-bred and well-fed. Coneheads, rated PG. Starts Friday, July 23rd. This summer, be prepared to welcome the newest family on the block. Beldar,
Correct.
Primat, and Connie.
I've always been tall.
Coneheads, rated PG. Starts Friday, July 23rd. Paramount Pictures presents a hardworking, average, all-American family.
Wow! My mom's the only other woman who could take a sandwich like that.
Coneheads,
Are you gonna eat that?
rated PG. Starts Friday, July 23rd.
Beldar,
is that you?
Paramount Pictures presents
Correct.
Belle.
The Family Next Door.
Your new putter has arrived.
Ah, my Hawk TrueFlex PowerPoint with graphite shaft.
Coneheads.
Maps.
Rated PG. Starts Friday, July 23rd. This summer, be prepared to welcome the newest family on the block. Beldar,
Correct.
Primat, and Connie.
I've always been tall.
Coneheads. Rated PG. Starts Friday, July 23rd.
Recently, one of Subway's best customers suggested we offer our turkey breast sub with chips and a drink at a special price. He also suggested a name for this meal deal breakthrough. Abundant food consumables with potato wafers and enlarged fluid unit. Not bad, but we call it the mass quantities meal deal. It's for anyone who has a hearty appetite, or like my friend here, comes from France.
Get a Coneheads collector cup with a mass quantities meal deal at Subway, the place where fresh is the taste.
While supplies last.
Paramount Pictures presents a hard-working, average, all-American family.
Wow, my mom's the only other woman that could take a sandwich like that.
Coneheads.
Are you gonna eat that?
Rated PG. Starts Friday, July 23rd.
This is a box of delicious new Crack-Ups. This is a Conehead. Let's compare. Crack-Ups are this summer's hottest new snack. Coneheads are this summer's hottest new movie. Crack-Ups taste crazy. Coneheads are crazy. Crack-Ups are baked. Coneheads are whacked. Crack-Ups come in fun flavors. Coneheads are fun. And now they could both win you a trip to France on Air France in the Crack-Up the Coneheads sweepstakes. So let delicious new Crack-Ups and the Coneheads crack you up. Catch the movie and enter the Crack-Up the Coneheads sweepstakes.
What's new from the budget?
Look like a real Conehead from Remulac.
The morning consumption of mass quantities.
The Coneheads have invaded Earth. In fact, we've been seeing them all over the Paramount lot for months. I wondered what it takes to become one of these alien beings, so I took to the makeup chair myself for my own cone experience.
These are custom fitted. And I know mine's the same size as Jane Curtin's.
That's right. Makeup expert Jane Galley was in charge of my transformation. First, my hair had to be pulled up tight in a little bun, and then my custom foam latex cone put in place.
I want to be fashionably coned.
These cones take 6 hours to form and bake. Then the makeup process is nearly 2 hours long. Coning is not easy work. The cone is glued right to the skin with a medical adhesive. And then it has an otherworldly feeling, as I told my husband Bert over the phone.
Darling, I have become a Conehead. I love you very much.
More bonding material is applied, then it's time to make up the cone to match my skin. This is the most time-consuming part of the process, but the results are incredible.
Jane, you are a whiz. That looks like my skin.
Then eyebrows are applied and a few finishing touches added, and voila!
I am now fully prepared to meet a handsome dude from Remulac.
And who better than Beldar Conehead himself? Dan Aykroyd stopped by in character to give me his pointed comments.
Excellent. Excellent job.
You like it.
You make an excellent cone.
Thank you very much, Beldar.
Welcome to Remulac.
Thank you. Do you have a name that you could maybe give me?
Let me see. I would call you Blurn.
Blurn?
Blurn.
What is that for?
She who comes from the river and worships the state.
To complete the transformation, Beldar took me outside to practice proper cone walking.
Knees locked.
Okay, locked.
Hands down at the side.
Down at the side.
The shoulders and the head move, but not the neck.
Okay.
See, it is like this. Correct. Excellent. Excellent,
Okay.
Mary Hart.
And with my new look, my new walk, and my new Conehead name, Blurn, I've now had the full Conehead experience. The only problem is this stuff takes an hour to remove. Well, Dan doesn't seem to mind it. Maybe I'll just stay in cone.
Thank you for the visit.
Thank you.
This week, Siskel and Ebert review Dan Aykroyd and Jane Curtin as the aliens next door in Conehead.
Greetings, Earthmen. It is good to hone in places other than our gus chamber before Slarface.
Dan Aykroyd and Jane Curtin are back as Beldar and Primat Conehead in Coneheads, the latest TV comedy sketch to be made into a movie. And it's one of 5 big new summer films we'll be reviewing this week on Siskel and Ebert, including Janet Jackson's film debut and new comedies with Richard Dreyfuss and Bette Midler. I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune.
And I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. Our first movie is named Coneheads, and this is one of the more notable non-events of the summer, a feature-length comedy based on the old Saturday Night Live sketches that were just fine when they were short enough that they didn't outwear their welcome. The movie stars Dan Aykroyd and Jane Curtin in the roles they originally played on television, and after their spaceship dumps them in the East River, they work their way up to a comfortable suburban life in Paramus, New Jersey, and get along just fine with the neighbors.
Standard 3-horsepower internal combustion chlorophyll stock slicer. There is fuel in the device?
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of gas in there. I just can't get the damn thing to kick over.
Perhaps you and Larry will join us for consumption of mass quantities this weekend. We will ignite our new flame pit and char some mammal flesh for you.
The movie stars lots of other past and present Saturday Night Livers, including Chris Farley as the would-be boyfriend of the Coneheads' daughter, Connie. She's fun on a date.
Wow! My mom's the only other woman I've ever known who could take a sandwich like that. God!
Are you gonna eat that?
No. You're something special.
The Coneheads may have strange eating habits, but a Conehead dad, like a human, is protective of his daughter's virtue.
Hi, Mr. Conehead.
I find you unacceptable.
Yes, sir.
If I did not fear incarceration by human authority figures, I would terminate your life functions by applying sufficient pressure to your blunt skull so as to cause its collapse.
Thank you.
I imagine that the idea of making the Conehead sketches into a movie was inspired by the success of Wayne's World, another transplant from comedy TV. But the Coneheads don't wear well at feature length. The screenplay seems contrived, the humor is forced, and the Coneheads basically exist in a one-joke universe. Take away their heads, and what do you have left?
Well, you have a few lines of smart dialogue by Dan Aykroyd, you know, parental units, that high-tech speech, which is cute.
Yeah.
But you're right, there is no arc to this story. Wayne's World took these guys out of the basement and gave them a whole wacky universe to play in.
Yes, there was something for us to care about.
Yeah.
We really wanted them to succeed and to get out of their grungy little cable television world. And here, the Coneheads seem to exist exactly at the same level from beginning to end.
I'll tell you what, they're never really in jeopardy. You know, Wayne's World, the whole world could come crashing down. They had goals and dreams. The Coneheads just want to pass.
Yeah.
And in the 5-minute bit, that was okay to sustain them.
Of course,
But it doesn't work in this way. You're absolutely right.